Noble and brave
So welcome back to
measure.
Play Along with
His
Peach
deeds
Part
of
2. This is
heroism
Castlevania
and
Lords of
skill
Shadow
in
2. I
combat
hope you guys
were
enjoy.
legend. His name was whispered within the hallowed halls of men for countless generations.
So we left off
Yet
with
now his
Alucard
name is
meeting
lost.
up with Gabriel,
Lost in the
or
mists
Dracula
of
as he's
time,
now known.
forever.
This is the part just after that.
It is said that destiny delights in the misfortunes of men, and so it proved true for Gabriel Belmont. For even after defeating the Lords of Shadow and ending their reign of terror, his soul was consumed by the very darkness that he sought to destroy. As that ancient prophecy foretold, whomsoever defeats the Lords of Shadow will sit upon their throne to rule as the Prince of Darkness. But before fate had played its hand, and unknown to Gabriel, his beloved wife Marie conceived a son by him. The Brotherhood of Light warned her of that ancient prophecy and the terrible fate which lay before her husband. So, with heavy heart, she concealed her pregnancy. For it is written that only the blood of that lineage has the power to defeat the Prince of Darkness. Thus, when newly born, the child Trevor was hidden from his father and raised a holy warrior of the Brotherhood in secret, so that one day he would be ready to stand against his own blood, as foretold. That day would come, some 25 years later, for what had once been Gabriel Belmont was now a powerful vampire known as Dracula, the Dragon. The Brotherhood of Light fought against the onslaught of his dark armies, which laid waste to towns and villages across the land, but to little avail. Trevor was now fully grown to manhood, and the truth of his origin and destiny of the Belmont clan was finally revealed to him. So he set out to confront his father and end his family's shame forever. But Trevor failed and was mortally wounded in the confrontation with his father. He was no match for Dracula's terrible power. Yet, as he lay dying, Trevor finally revealed his true identity. Dracula was driven mad with grief and rage over the revelation. He desperately sought to save his dying son by giving him his own lifeblood. But it was too late, or so he thought. Dracula buried his son within the walls of his great castle, and then swore bloody vengeance upon the world. Raising an army of creatures beholden only to him, he struck with fury and merciless cruelty at humanity. He vowed to hunt God's children for all eternity. But fate still had one last card to play. Dracula's blood had power, and that power now coursed through the veins of his dead son, slowly reviving him over many years, until one night he emerged once more into the world, not as a man, but as a creature like his father. What had once been Trevor Belmont was now gone forever. He was now a vampire like his father, though he swore that he would not be like him.
So as I know, it was Gabriel who gave the name Alucard because he carved it onto his coffin.
He would be a
because he didn't know his real name when he died.
Capacity for evil.
You'd have a chance to ask him.
In that very moment, Alucard swore to destroy Dracula. But fate had something else in mind. Meanwhile, Trevor's own son grew into a fearsome warrior with a reputation that far exceeded even that of his illustrious father. Simon Belmont knew little of his own lineage, nor his importance in the events to come. All he knew was that his mother had died at the hands of Dracula's minions when he was but an infant, and his father had been killed in single combat with Dracula. Found and raised by the people of White Mountains, Simon had but one purpose in life: to destroy Dracula for the murder of his parents. After years
Maybe he wants to play an old game of Simon Says with him.
Simon set off for Dracula's castle and a date with destiny. Once in the castle, Simon met Alucard, and knowing little of the true identity of his companion, joined forces with him. Blood bound them together, and fate took a hand once again. as finally they met their dreaded foe in mortal combat. Simon defeated Dracula with his whip, and yet Alucard sensed that all was not as it should be. Dracula would return.
Yeah, that's cool. 25 right now. This is currently a 9 for me right now. I just hope it stays that way, you know? I think we might be going into the modern day here. Well, that's one hell of a Friday night. The music's really good too. Richard Madden. I think he voiced Simon Belmont, and I'm pretty sure he was Robb Stark in Game of Thrones.
An unusual hiding place for the Prince of Darkness.
Awesome.
Don't
Great
you
voice
think
acting, great graphics,
So
great
back.
audio, and so far great
Where
gameplay.
have you
I
been
can't
all this time?
find anything to criticize so far.
And what of you? Why have you been hiding all this time? Gabriel.
Don't you dare call me that. Saint Dracula.
Quite the graphical improvement since the old game. Pretty sure that was taken directly from consoles. Because even on the PC version of Lords of Shadow 1, the cutscenes are still console rendered, so they suck ass basically.
What do you want?
I want to know why he's still alive.
Satan's acolytes are readying for his imminent return. Help me stop him. Or you and I will become his favorite pets. For all eternity.
As I understand it, I might have to place an over 18s on this, because apparently there's quite a disturbing scene coming up shortly, and if you're of a sensitive disposition, I probably would recommend that you don't watch it. At least knobbing about town, looking like that, that would be amusing. Look how pretty it is. Oh my god, it's good. You can... I'm not knocking console, but I've never seen a console look as good as this.
Help me, and I can free you of your immortality.
Even the clock moved. Jack's up late apparently. That's probably just morning for him. Wow, this is amazing. Just gonna follow this little shit. See where it wants to go. No, I don't want to give you any money. I don't even want to suck your blood, you've probably got AIDS.
Sir, have mercy.
Local drug dealer. Local whore. Standard.
Here, do you want some gear?
Let's see what she has to say. Dirty bitch. Anyway. Let us move on. I hate this shit in games where you see some little gimp or ghost or whatever like, run away around every corner. I just won't follow him. I'll be like, no bitch, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, what the hell is that? Some form of border collie? Ah, maybe not. How the fuck? I haven't hit the bitch. Man. I haven't hit it. I don't know who that is, but thank you, sir. I think it's a couple of disturbing scenes, so just to warn you.
Katie, come here!
Look, Daddy, the man's moving.
Stay away from me. Catherine, you come here! Now! Get here! You stay away from them!
Yeah, this is the disturbing scene. I'm just have to feast on these guys.
Help! Help! Please, come on! No! Let him go!
Oh, this is actually quite disturbing. Oh my god. Poor kid. Wonder if we're actually supposed to eat the child. Oh shit. Well, if they're going for the shock factor, that certainly meets the criteria. Cut your fucking nails, bro. The fuck is that shit? I wanna know who that is.
It pleases me to see you recovered, old friend.
Indeed, old friend.
No! Relax. Our guest is just a little confused. I know what he wants. You see before you the legendary vampire killer. Your old weapon, if you recall. The only weapon capable of ending your immortal life. You thought it destroyed.
I bet it's a hologram.
But you see, you can have the eternal rest you crave after all.
Yeah.
But first, you must help me. Prevent Satan's return to the world. Then, I swear to you,
Oh, piss off. I won't give you the satisfaction.
I will deliver the fatal blow to your heart myself.
And I am sure you will fulfill that vow.
Since you sent Satan back to hell 1,000 years ago, his human offspring, or acolytes as they call themselves, have been dormant. I suppose that all of us, feared your wrath and great power. But not now. Now, even my bodyguard is more than a match for you. The acolytes know you are weak and are preparing for their father's return. Now they fear nothing.
Don't they fear the mighty Zobek?
Only you, in full possession of your powers, can defeat them. Follow me, please. We must find and destroy the acolytes before
that
they
shit.
can
Let Satan come
finalize
back,
their
man. We'll just chill.
preparations for Satan's return. It won't be easy. They govern the world.
It's not a
of
bit
men
dodgy,
from the
guys. It's because
shadows.
I've got man flu right
Not
now.
even I know with any
colloquial,
degree of certainty
light cold, but makes me feel
who
like shit.
or where they are. They won't come out into the light unless we can force their hand. The acolytes must never know who hunts them down. The element of surprise will give us the advantage. Until you are at full strength again.
And you don't know who they are or where they are.
Did you know that this city is built upon the foundations of your castle? The acolytes are focusing their attentions here for very good reason. Satan has specifically chosen this place for his return. He means to enslave you first, To humiliate you for what you did to him.
Let's get on with it.
I don't want to start off puny. I want like beast powers like before.
The Acolytes must plunge the world into chaos before Satan can be summoned. Their activities leave spectral traces, which are difficult but not impossible to follow. This is the headquarters of a powerful pharmaceutical corporation. I suspect that one of the Acolytes is operating from there. The complex was sealed 2 months ago and is protected by magic. If I were to use my powers to see what is happening there, they would be able to trace it back to me within a matter of minutes.
No. I will go there.
I will send you
Through personal
to
choice.
the
Go back.
corporation via a portal. But we must be
Or
quick
I will
so as not to
roundhouse your
arouse
old ass.
suspicion. The longer the portal remains open, the more likely we will be discovered. Look for any sign of the Acolyte, but be careful.
What are you waiting for?
Wow. This is cool. Like no one's gonna hear that. This is your travel book map. Use it to find and select your missions at any time. I must investigate Bioquimic. Bioquim. Okay. Shadow Whip. I'll leave it on the screen for a second for you guys to read it. Gabriel's deeply rooted training with the combat cross remained in Dracula. The Prince of Darkness now uses his own blood, which takes the shape of a sinuous whip, to inflict pain and death wherever he goes. The dark fluid is bound by a supernatural force and it hardens on impact. Before they die, its victims feel as if thousands of fangs penetrate their flesh, breaking bones and tearing the life force from them. That's pretty sweet. The Heart of Dracula. When Gabriel replaced his blood with Laura's, a change began that went beyond the purely physical, drowning out the love, compassion and tenderness that filled the man's heart, giving way to the merciless darkness of the dragon. It is a supernatural power that, fed by the blood of his victims, flows through his veins, healing the wounds inflicted on him and prolonging the torturous curse for all eternity. Shit's pretty cool, man. Fine. No one knows the identity of the man accompanying the astute Zobek in his crusade for power. It is rumoured that he wears armour forged from metal extracted from the abyss, and that he adeptly brandishes a mystical sword by the name of Masamune. Ever heard that before? Capable of going beyond the material realm. Some records indicate that he is the spirit of a damned general, others that he is a demon that must pay a debt to death. However, the most popular story is the one that classifies him as the result of a necromantic reanimation of a legendary warrior. After all, it would not be the first time that Zobek used witchcraft to create a powerful armed guard. Zobek sent me. He feels you might need my help as you are still weak. I'm gonna put money on it. That's Trevor Belmont. Not Trevor, Simon Belmont. Or someone like that. It's gonna be someone that we know. Zobek was together with Carmilla and Cornel, one of the old founders of the Brotherhood of Light who answered the call of God, leaving their darkest being on the earth. The Lord of the Dead, however, despite his absolute mastery of necromantic magic, could do nothing against the supremacy of Satan, and his existence was relegated to the kingdom of the lifeless. Exhausted and humiliated, he remained hidden for an era, watching over the world of men through his countless spies, extending his influence, preparing his return. When he learned that the power of Dracula had weakened enough and that the arrival of Satan was near, Zobek materialized once again on Earth. He left behind the arrogance of his past to take on the role of an influential businessman, and he blended in directly with society up to the present. Now he has a new plan, a perfect plan that will pit his two worst enemies against one another, leaving only he, Zobek, to become Lord of all once and for all. You can have the eternal rest you so crave after all, but first you must help me stop Satan from returning to the world, and for that is my promise to you, my old friend, Zobek. A douchebag. So that dude's arm was angel bones. So angels can die, can they? Alright, let's get cracking. I can't select my car. Neither do I. Yeah, I need a shower. It's been 1,000 years. What am I supposed to do? Big dude, I don't know where I'm going here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to end this episode here, guys. Because I have to upload the first part. It's been nice. I'll be uploading some more Lords of Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2. Hope you guys like it. If you do like it, leave a like. If you don't, leave a dislike. Comments are greatly appreciated. And subscriptions are always welcome to become part of the Peach Brotherhood. Take it easy, guys.